It's Nolan. What's going on, y'all? It's the kid J Nolan here. Hey, man, now we about to talk about an ever elusive artist, Bryson Tiller, man. Ever since he came out, he's been taking hiatus after hiatus. He hasn't really had like a solid 5-year run of him really just taking over the game. He always drops, kind of disappears, takes time out, lives life, I suppose. He doesn't really enjoy being a star. There's music of him just putting stuff out, no videos, no visuals, right? And then he'll have a season where he drops song after song, video after video, starts doing features, and then goes right back into his man cave. I do believe since he's come out, he's married, he's got kids and stuff like that. So I think he tries to live a relatively normal life, doesn't really like being in the spotlight like that. But now, Bryson Tiller has decided that he's ready to come back outside. And in order to do so, he's actually got albums worth of material recorded, and he's also going to start dropping music on SoundCloud, right? He's just going to start dropping random freestyles, as he says, just to start feeding the fans, because at this point in his career, he feels like the labels, the people that are around him, management, clearances, all of this stuff, the way that the music industry is constructed, and, you know, the pay structure and all of this different type of stuff, it just doesn't move fast enough for the pace that he's now ready to go. So now he's making some fine tuning to the way he likes to do things. All right. So we've got some information from Bryson Tiller. A few days ago on his birthday, I suppose, he came out and said that he's going to bring Tiller Tuesdays back. Now, y'all know Tiller Tuesdays is something that he was doing prior to his deal, you know, Trap Soul era, just doing music for fun, dropping. He ended up getting discovered, getting a deal, and life completely changed for him. So he says, attention, Tiller Tuesdays will commence as soon as Neil Dominique, which is his manager, RCA Records, which is the label that he's signed to. There's a lot of people that are disgruntled with RCA. They have high, immaculate success with RCA, but then when the going gets rough, the shit don't seem to get better. As soon as Neil Dominique, RCA Records, Mark Pitts all pick up the phone and get samples cleared. Wake up, let's give the fans what they want. So this was just a few days ago, and he said, yo, y'all sleep over there. I'm trying to get this music out. My fans are looking for it. I haven't dropped the album since 2020 or 21, whatever the fuck it was when Anniversary dropped. It's been 3 years. He's got the music ready. He's ready to press go, and now everybody else is dragging ass and feet. He's not happy about that. Then, today, we get another update. He says, good morning. Let me fill y'all in on something. The reason I started this Slum Tiller shit on SoundCloud is because I got tired of waiting 6 months plus for a sample clearance just for them to deny it. So now he's giving y'all even further details saying, yo, I want to release music. I got all of this stuff, but we got sample clearances. If y'all been on my channel at any point, y'all know I talk about sample clearances all the time. It's pretty simple, but it's complex because a lot of people got to get paid. But the simple way of thinking of this is if you're sampling old music, you got to pay everybody that's associated with the old music, from the original artist. So let's say you're sampling Missy Elliott. You're going to have to pay Missy. If Timbaland produced it, you're going to have to pay Timbaland. If they sampled somebody on their original version, you got to pay them for that. And that could be a fucking headache, because for those old music that was released in the 60s and 70s, that music has entered different catalogs and different people's hands. So the original rights holders might have sold it to somebody else. Those people might have had it for 10, 20 years, sold it to somebody else, and you got to track these people down. Then you find out, okay, the niggas that recorded the original songs don't even own it. It's this publisher over here, this motherfucker over here, this motherfucker over here. You got to pay all those people, right? Then, if you fuck around and have a feature on it, you got to get them cleared off. You got to get their label to sign off. You got to get their management to sign off. You got to get the artist to sign off. All these motherfuckers got to get their cut too if they own anything in it. So, it's a fucking headache. I come from the school of sampling. I understand how vital it is in hip hop and R&B and urban music, but I am starting to petition for motherfuckers. If you're mainstream enough to where sample clearance is a hindrance, create an original version. All right, boom. So they're going through 6 months of sample clearances, and now the people that own the original rights are denying it. So they're not even allowing him to move forward with the music that they have the samples on, which means at some point they're probably going to have to create a new version or do away with the song. Moving right along, he says, and I'm speaking on behalf of the 17-year-old Bryson Tiller when I say that I like to have fun in the studio. If it's not fun, I'm not fucking doing it. And trust me, I won't. Got a whole different career plan lined up. So now he's saying, I'm speaking on behalf of my young self. I'm a grown ass man now. I've been in the industry long enough. I'm damn near 10 years deep, almost. I'm ready to turn a new leaf on my career. I'm ready to go full-fledged with this shit. I'm ready to have fun with music again. I'm tired of just doing it and going through the motions, right? I want to have some excitement. 2024, I want to have a big one. And y'all fucking that up for me. So let's go into mixtape mode. Let's go into SoundCloud mode where I just rap on beats that I like. You know what I'm saying? Until the label comes around and does what the fuck they need, I'm going to get back to just enjoying the spontaneity of creating music and giving it to my fans. Says he has a whole different career plan lined up. He goes on again. Sample clearing ain't fun. Thus, Slum Tiller was born, an alter ego of mine where I go in the studio and say whatever the fuck I want over Slum Village classics and other Detroit-influenced instrumentals because the legends are in fact from Detroit. So he's rapping over Slum Village beats. So all you people, y'all don't like underground hip-hop, y'all don't appreciate OG hip-hop, y'all might not like this new shit from Bryson Tiller because he ain't finna sing or he ain't finna be crooning for y'all motherfuckers. He finna bar up. And Slum Village has a particular sound. It's that dusty hip-hop, sampled hip-hop, very swing, very drum percussion heavy, bass heavy, but it's not 808 shit. It's not none of that motherfucking Detroit shit from today's age. We talking about mid-late 90s, early 2000s. If you wasn't on that wave, if you wasn't listening to goddamn I'm calling, baby I'm selfish, none of that type shit, you're going to be disappointed. He says, I rap because that shit is hella easy and only takes me 3 minutes to do. Y'all want the R&B shit I worked hard on? Well, it's coming whether you want it or not. BTA. So he says, hey, y'all want the shit that I'm busting my ass for? The label's holding it up. So whether or not you want this rap shit, I'm coming out rapping. I'm coming out snapping. I'm barring up on you hoes. If that's a problem for you, you just gonna have to keep waiting on the R&B shit to get cleared from the label. RCA, Mark Pitts, get out my motherfucking DMs. Hit them bitches up because I did my part. BTA is only Tuesdays away. How many we'll see at RCA Records. So he added his label saying, you know, I'm gonna put out as many of these as I can before the label start bitching about it. That's what he's saying. Tiller Tuesdays is back. So he's getting back to his fans, getting back to his roots of just trying to have fun with music again. And apparently the business is getting in the way. Now, he does have a project called Serenity, which is, I think, the music that is in limbo right now. He's been working on this Serenity project for a few years now. Unfortunately, sample clearance is a hoe. And we know Bryson Tiller, whole brand of trap soul music, everything has a sample. I think this is a fundamental problem with his music, with his style of music, right? And I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but it's a double-edged sword because even though that's your comfortability, that's your comfort zone, now you're in a space where you can't even release because you got potentially 20, 30 other people in control of your shit instead of being able to just go in the studio with you and a producer, lock in, put that shit down. Hey, do we got anybody that need to sign off on it? Just me and a producer. Get that shit out. All right, you bitch, you. Let's do it. I think that's a fundamental difference that needs to be made. I'm just going to be honest. I support what he's doing. I like what he does, but I don't know. Something got to give. Now, back during the pandemic, he did speak about this Serenity album. He said that it was a 3-album, like 3-disc project, right? One version was going to be rap. One version was going to be R&B. One version was going to be pop. And it was going to be 3 separate rollouts. Matter of fact, I'm going to play it for y'all so y'all can hear it out of his mouth rather than me because I don't want nobody thinking for 2 seconds that I'm making this shit up.
Serenity Updates. I haven't. So Serenity Updates. Look, let me tell y'all something about Serenity, man. That is an album. A lot of people look at it like, oh, you've been working on this shit for years. I worked on it. I started it a long ass time ago. I think I said this. I started it a long ass time ago. Like before I started True to Self, but I just wasn't in the right headspace to make it. Then after True to Self, you know, I was depressed and shit, had some shit going on in my life. Still, actually I was depressed before that, but you know, still was a little depressed after that, even more because of, you know, different shit. And so I started up Serenity again because I was at a better place in my life. I was feeling better about shit. And then I realized, I was like, yo, I don't even got a peace of mind right now. I don't even feel like I'm at peace to even make this album. So I put it on pause. And then over years, I realized how much fucking music that I had for Serenity, all these different shit. So Serenity is now, it's not one album, it's 3 albums. It's 3 albums and it's 3 volumes of the albums. One is a rap album, one is a R&B album, and then one is a pop album. So I can tell you that.
Not that much.
So there you have it. Like I said, now I think there's also going to be some issues, or has been some issues with that, because is it going to be literally one album, you know what I'm saying, that's released in 3 volumes, 3 installations, where it all falls under the same paperwork of one album? Is it kind of like the deluxe thing, or are they going to count as separate albums? That's another issue, right? Because number one, let's say Bryson Tiller goes to the label with all 3 albums. Each album has 12 songs. Let's just estimate. And he's like, March, I want to drop the R&B version. June, I want to drop the R&B. You know what I'm saying? August, I want to drop the pop version, right? Label's going to look at him like, oh man, that's really dope. Yeah, music's great plan. But you're trying to drop 3 albums in 1 year? Let's look at your release commitment. Oh, you only got 3 albums left on your contract. You think we're going to let you get out this deal this year? You think you're going to drop 3 albums under the same title on some seasonal shit and get out your contract and go be free so you can try to renegotiate with us, either ask for more money, try to leave us, you know what I'm saying, with all this new energy, all these new fans, all the time you've been signed with us, you ain't want to drop shit. You take 3-4 year breaks before you drop new music. Now you want to drop 3 albums in 1 year? You want to drive your value up right before you leave us on some Frank Ocean shit? Nah, nigga. Fuck that. We ain't signing off on that shit. We're going to make this process as tough as possible so you understand this shit ain't finna be easy. Because even with Alicia Keys, when she dropped her last album before she left, I think it was Jive or whatever the fuck label she was on, she's no longer a signed artist. She's independent now. She talked about how there's certain artists in the industry that when you get to the end of your contract, what they do is start holding you up. So if you're on your last 2 albums or your last album for your release commitment, they start being like, oh, the music's really not good. You're missing a single. Oh, this is missing. Oh, you need a song like this. Oh, you need to go do this. They keep giving you excuses and reasons as to why they're not going to press the button on you moving forward. Next thing you know, you look up, it's 2-3 years. You're like, I've been trying to put this project out for the last 2-3 years. What's the problem? What's the holdup? I've given you the music. I've done everything. I got visuals that I shot out of pocket. Why y'all won't put it out? And it's simply because if you drop a hit project on the world and then leave, you're basically creating new value, which means you're going to go get more money from another company. You're going to bring new value to another company because you're leaving with star power. Rather than being like, oh, you're washed up, it's like, damn, we see that you still got it, and somebody else is going to come to the table with a bag. So they do what they can to hold you back. Now, I don't know if that's what Bryson Tiller is experiencing with RCA right now. But again, with all the disgruntled artists that they've had to deal with despite the success, I would not be surprised if that is playing into the thought process, especially when he says that they dragging ass on clearing his samples. Told them niggas to wake up. I don't know, man. But what you can expect, at least temporarily, is some music on his SoundCloud where he's rapping over Slum Village beats and Detroit beats. So if you're a Bryson Tiller fan that's been trying to get a little fix, you at least have something that's finna drop. We'll see how long the label allows him to do that, because of course, even dropping freestyles outside of the traditional label construct could be an issue, because they might be like, nigga, nah, you're not finna be dropping free freestyles for these people. Extra promotion, yeah, but you're promoting something that ain't coming. You're promoting yourself. Like, you don't get to be a free man outside of this contract. We do the shit. We a partnership. Anything you drop needs to be for commercial purposes only. We all need to be profiting off anything with your name on it. So they might even try to pigeonhole and stop what his plan is with this. We'll see. Let me know what y'all think of all this down below in the comments. Let me know if you're excited to hear new music from Bryson Tiller. Let me know if you're going to be tuned into the Slum Tiller thing. If y'all are ready for this Serenity 3 album rollout that he had in his mind for the last few years. He said he's been working on this stuff since 2017 and it just was not right. It's 2024 now. 7 years. Something gotta give. Again, let me know what y'all think. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit the post notification bell for all updates. And I'm going to see y'all on the next one, all right? Much love and respect, y'all. Peace!
King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rag. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef on computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. But drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they died of me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.